Hey everyone, this is Tally with TGN. Yes, I know, I sound more sexy now. I have a new mic, thank you TGN. Woo woo! But let's get back to business here. This is going to be episode 1 in a 3-part series on prop PvP for Paladins. In part 1, I'm going to be showing you my talent tree, my gear, gemming, enchanting, my plans. Part 2 will be the normal BGs, Battlegrounds, Twin Peaks, Battle of Gilneas, Warsong Gulch, Overathy Basin, all that good shit there. And then part 3 is going to be arenas. I'm going to partner up with somebody. I don't care. I'll find a Resto Druid or somebody out there to do arenas with me, and we'll see what's going to go on. But let's take a look here at my talent tree. Now, this is a spec that I've gone with. Let me give you a little history first on what I've done back in the day. This past season here, right now, the one that just ended, I went 2180 on 3s. I didn't really push hardcore because we were doing so much ICC hard mode progression. I didn't really have time for PvP. But the season before that, which I guess was season 7, I was 2300, 2400 actually, I think was our max in the 5s for Prot Rat. So I'm pretty much experienced. I've been doing this since the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King, where when Shield of the Righteous, if you remember, was rank 1 and rank 2 was usable, so I would be able to just like throw my shield at someone, then shield bash him twice in a row for like an intense amount of damage. I remember the number 1 3s team at the time, I think in the world out of any BG was like 3 Prot Ret Paladins. That must have been intense. But here we go. This is Cataclysm, by the way. This is not 4.0.1. This is actual level 85 Cataclysm spec, gear, enchanting, all that shit, gemming. Let's see. All right, so for my talent here, I chose Judgment of the Pure. Increases melee haste by 9% for 1 minute when I judge. That's good because it also goes with this ability over here. Improved Judgment increases the range of your judgment by 20 yards. Now this is good. Why? Because there's a lot of times where you'll be chains of ice. Maybe your freedom is down and mage just stuck you in place and you have nothing to do. Well, what can you do? Judge from far away. I mean, get that melee haste buff on them and just go crazy. I think these two talents go well with each other. Also, the improved melee haste here from Judgment of the Pure also scales with your censure ticks from your Seal of Truth. It should still be that way. I don't believe they've changed it. I haven't read any Blues posts about it. But let's go down the Prot tree. Divinity. I heal for 6%. Get healed by 6%. Like it. Eternal Glory makes it so that my Word of Glory does not consume Holy Power. This will be really good for situations where you're in a tight bind. You have 3 Holy Points up. You just go ahead and use them. And then they come right back up. And then you can shield bash the motherfucker. That's what I would do, honestly. That's just what I would do. But Judgment of the Just. Judgment reduces melee and range attack speed to the target by 20% for 20 seconds. I like it. I only put 1 point in toughness. I'm not sure how big armor is going to play into all this, but I don't know. Improved Hammer of Justice reduces the cooldown of your HOJ by 20 seconds. It is 40 seconds right now. Also good utility. Sanctuary reduces all damage taken by 10%. I like it. I didn't really want to spec into Hammer, but I guess I did. I mean, I really don't have any use for Hammer unless I'm in BGs and I have, I don't know, 10 mobs in front of me and I want to just cleave them all down, even though the cleave doesn't hit that hard. I don't know. Wrath of the Lightbringer speaks for itself. Grand Crusader. This is the big daddy right here, okay, for your PvP as a Prot Rat. Because, I mean, imagine just maybe, I don't know, training a healer, okay, and you're just following him around, and it's just like all of a sudden you just chain him with 3 or 4 straight Avenger shields. What's he gonna do? Nothing. He can't heal, he can't do jack. You could pop any trigger you want, it's not gonna help. You can't dispel it, you can't do anything to it. You're pretty much fucked. Love it. Let's see, we have our Shield of the Righteous. I put 1 point in Reckoning, I guess because I had to. I'm not sure how many times I'm gonna block, maybe against melee. Vindication, also a strong suit for PvP in my opinion. Holy Shield, not bad, but I needed Holy Shield to get Sacred Duty, so that, you know, anytime I judge, I have a 50% chance for that next Shield of the Righteous to be a critical strike. That's awesome. Shield of the Templar, that's what reduces the cooldown of your wings, your Guardian of the Ancient Kings. Guarded by the Light, increases my Word of Glory by 10%. Any overhealing done will be a shield for that amount of overhealing done, and it will be an absorb shield for 6 seconds. I like it. And Ardent Defender, which is your, of course, cheat death, and it heals for a good amount once you're in high stamina gear. For rating, I'm at 194, 194k. But right here in PvP, I'm 140, so it might not heal for as much as I wanted to, but it will. Pursuit of Justice. I love this for PvP. This is really OP for PvP. You have a 100% chance to gain a charge of holy power when struck by a stun, fear, or immobilize effect. And that happens like all the goddamn time to me. So that's good to know that, you know, I'll be getting little, you know, bits of holy power here and there, you know, just so I can quickly get my points to 3 to either Word of Glory or Shield of Righteous the Bastards. So let's look at the glyphs. Seal of Truth, 10% expertise. You know what? I don't really need this. I'm not sure how big expertise plays into PvP. It never played at all. I had like 5 expertise when I was doing my arenas. So, I mean, I'm looking here what I can actually change that to. I guess we could change it for, yeah, the Word of Glory for 10 more healing. Maybe. I don't know. I'll give it a try later. Focus Shield. This right here is the bread and motherfucking butter, okay? Right here. In Wrath of the Lich King, it was 100% more damage, but now it's 30% more damage. But also, your Avenger Shield skills with your attack power. So now that our attack power is really high. As you look on the right side of my screen, it's at 8477. This is pre-buffs or anything like that. You know, if I just, you know, simply put a, let me hit some might here. 9325. It's pretty good in my opinion. But, yeah, so I'm going to mess around with this a little bit more here, get all my keybinds set, because it's so messy right now, but I just want to give you the basics of what I'm doing. Glyph of Hammer of Justice increases your Hammer of Justice range by 5 yards. Like it, love it. For those little mages that try to blink away. Glyph of Divine Protection. This is what I love about the new style of prot here, is that we have a glyph that turns the 20% damage reduction into 40% magical reduction, okay? And that helps a lot, okay? When you're up against a fucking mage, or let's say you're up against a spell cleave, you want to, you know, settle yourself in the beginning of a fight, get rid of that fucking burst. You know, maybe they're running spell cleave with a lust, and you just, you know, pop that, survive. We also have Divine Guardian, which is amazing. Divine Guardian is awesome for a BG raid-wide 20% damage reduction, also for your team in arenas. And, you know, the minor glyphs I don't really even care about. Now let's look at my gear. I am wearing full Bloodthirsty Gladiators gear. Okay, that's what they gave me. I'm not sure if I should have gone with half ret gear, half prot gear, or full PvP gear and half ret gear. But I'm just going to go with this because it gives you a shit ton of resilience, gives you a lot of strength, and it reduces the cooldown of your judgment by 1 second. And I already have a few abilities that are based on my judgments. Okay, so let's look at some of my gemming. The meta I put here was interesting. I put 81 stamina and reduces spell damage taken by 2%. Like I said, you know, I want to get, you know, want to be really good against those spell cleaves. I don't want a mage to just pew 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 and fucking kill me like in 3 seconds. I want to have some sort of survivability. 2% isn't much, but it is better than nothing. Okay, so let's see. I have basically gemming for full strength. Anytime I found a yellow slot, I put strength haste. Yeah, I have, let's see, my main weapon is a tanking weapon / DPS weapon. I put Landslide on it. Landslide, I believe, gives you a chance on the melee attack to get 1,000 attack power. I know for tanking, the Windwalk dodge for 600 stacks. I'm not sure if Landslide stacks. If it does, that's going to be fucking OP. But let's see, for trinkets, I used a, oh, that's wrong. Hold on. Let's put in the right trinket here. Where are you, little box? Here you are. That should be the correct trinket that I'll be using for PvP. 321 strength trinket right there. That just boosted my attack power over 10k with might. Your melee attacks have a chance to grant 1926 haste rating for 15 seconds. Love it. But as you can see, this is pretty much my gemming. Enchanting, I put 50 strength to gloves, 65 haste to wrists, block rating to shield. I'll see if I can find a better one for that. 20 stats to chest, 50 crit to cloak. I have all the enchants, except for the helm. I don't have the helm enchant because there's something funky with the wild hammer shit, so I don't know. But I put 60 agi, 35 haste. I put the enchantments for my rings, 40 strength, 40 strength. So I'm doing pretty good right now. This is basically, I guess this would be the starter PvP gear before you get into whatever the new season gear is called. I haven't even really looked into that. I'm trying to think of what else here I can possibly show you fellas and gals. Hello, ladies. Oh, yeah. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's glyphs, talents, gear, gemming, enchanting. So this is episode 1 in a 3-part series on Prot PvP for Paladins. Part 2 will be me rocking it in Battlegrounds. I'm probably going to give you guys a good maybe 10 minutes of footage of me kicking some ass. Of course, I'm not going to show you my deaths because that would just look silly. But I'll show you some good fights. Hopefully, I'll get some good people to play with. The queues right now are pretty ridiculous. So we'll see where it goes from here. This has been Tally with TGN, thegamenet.com, baby, sounding livelier and better than ever. Oh yeah.